Hi everyone, my name is Tola Productions, back with a new video for this channel. And yes, it's been a long time since I made a video, and actually this one will be in English, so more people can watch it. Before we start, I want to thank you for the support of my fun game Super Mario Bros. Remake. I really didn't expect to get more than 3K views on a video or to get some kind of recognition. And well, there are other videos uploaded by different users playing or talking about my game that received even more views, and I genuinely thank them for making those videos. So, without further ado, let's start. Before jumping into the main topic of the video, I wanted to talk a bit about the development of the game. A long time ago, and by a long time I mean several years, I've always loved video games, especially the Mario ones, and I always dream of making my own Mario game using different sprites and such. While I could have created an entirely new game instead of making a nearly exact replica. This is actually the first game I developed in Game Maker. As I mentioned, I wanted to create my own fun game, following tutorials, especially the videos from other release cespedes, just for making the Mario game. And as a fun fact, I based the initial part of the development on these tutorials, but this time instead of programming in blocks, I used code due to the knowledge I acquired over time. I even had some of the sprites for the game before starting the development. But as I mentioned, I didn't have much experience in game development until I entered college. What finally motivated me to create my Mario game was a professor who said something along the lines of, "If you know how to make video games, you can do it," or some shit like that. I don't remember the exact word. At the moment, I was working on my RPG project, Real World Tournament the RPG, which was kind of in the limbo, since I didn't know what to do with it, so I put it in HUD to focus on the Mario game. The RPG is still in development though, for some reason, and I hope to finish someday. Regarding development, the game was originally going to be just a remake of the first Super Mario Bros. But I had the great idea to add 4 more modes. This wasn't on my original plans, but I did it anyways. I actually finished each level in 6 months, around March 2023, with a plan to release the game in July. But there were various bugs and fixes to be made. The game was poorly optimized, since I didn't fully understand Game Maker, as it was my first game. This is why the first version of the fan game may have some lag. Besides that, I came up with the idea of including skins with various references, such as Smash Brothers, other Mario games, and other media created by fans. There were going to be only 20 skins, but over time I got more ideas and I ended up creating 80 skins, which was the most challenging part because of the time it took to implement everything. Some may consider that the art is inconsistent, and there was some criticism about the game. The truth is that I didn't really mind in the end. I knew some things looked strange, but I didn't do shit since this is just a hobby, and I was the only one working on the development aside from testers. And as I said before, I didn't expect all the support I received from the game. Many of the sprites, sounds and music were taken from other sources, especially from Mario Fan Games Galaxy and YouTube. I ended up releasing the game in December 31st of the past year, and that's why I titled the game as Super Mario Bros. Remake 2023. And here we are now. Due to some bugs that were reported, some requests for an Android port, and some other recommendations and ideas, I'm currently working on an update for the game. Hopefully the last one, because I want to work on my other projects.
Nintendo!
And this is the new main menu for the game, with some changes between the first version and the little intro you saw. Now I'll show you to the list of the things left to complete for the update. Just as a reminder, I'm currently working on the project while I'm making this video, so maybe some things could be outdated. Anyways, the updated to the list will be in the description if there was something more added. Bug fixes in progress. Regarding bugs, I believe most of them are now 100% finished. There may still be a few or some strange details, but the most important bugs have already been corrected at this point. However, since I modified each object to optimize it, the levels ended up breaking, and most of the time on this part of the development, I was correcting each level one by one, and now they're fully complete. Optimization in progress. Almost all of the game's code has been optimized to reduce space usage and lag. For example, the code for Mario and Luigi's movement has been restructured. but it's still work in progress because I'm going to make a second review of the code since I believe I could optimize more for the new things I implemented for the update. Controller support and ports to do. The sections haven't been worked on yet as they will be completed at the end of the development. Secret World complete. Okay, the Secret World that I implemented with its new 4 levels have been completed. The Secret World is based on the Minus World from the original Super Mario Bros, which includes the water section from the American version, and the other 3 levels are based from the Famicom version. The way to unlock these levels are a bit weird. First, you will have to beat the Classic mode, the Hard mode, one extra mode that I will explain later, and the Versus mode. Once you do that, you will have to enter to the Versus mode, go to the level 1-2, and you'll have to get to the end pipe before the timer says 350. Once you do that, you'll find some brick blocks that one of them you'll have to break it, and you will try to replicate the trick for getting to the Minus World in the original Mario game. When you try it like 3 or 4 times, you'll be pushed to the walls. You'll get to the pipes, but don't go further because you will activate the trigger of the welcome to the warp zone. You'll have to enter to the first pipe only, and then you will be able to play these levels. New menu and HUD complete. The new menu is 100% finished with all the new game options and can be accessed from the pause menu. About the HUD, it is also finished, combining scores and coins for the multiplayer mode. Challenge mode complete. I was working on this mode from Super Mario Bros. Deluxe alongside with the level fixes for the classic mode. The menu and design are already done with all the levels that you unlock as you progress through the classic mode. Versus mode or battle race in progress. At the time I'm writing this, I'm currently working on this mode based on the one from the Super Mario Bros. Deluxe as well. You'll be able to play with a friend to see who can reach the end of the level faster, and if you don't have friends like me, you can challenge a bot with many difficulties options to beat the levels faster than him. Multiplayer mode almost complete. The only things left to complete for the multiplayer mode are the tests, and there are new features that have been added, such as Mario and Luigi being able to collide with each other. You can have 2 power-ups when you are playing with a friend, and now if a player loses, they can be revived. Modern system and gimmicks complete. This refers to the systems of the most recent Mario games where you get lives from the star, hammer and flagpole, making the game easier and more accessible. Regarding the gimmicks, this is something new I added for the worlds, where starting from the world 2, each one will have a different gimmick. For example, in world 3, there's snow. The modern system and gimmicks can be activated and deactivated at any time. So, if for example, when you're playing in one of the modes, you can activate the gimmicks to have something more unique to the levels. Audio system and widescreen complete. For the audio system, this is in the settings. You can now control the game's music and sound volume. For the widescreen, you can now enjoy the game with a wider view. This is something that was requested many times. And well, there are some other things that I didn't add it to the list, but I'm gonna show you anyways. And that's it in general terms for the game's development. I'm currently working on the battle race mode, but I'm close to finishing. Soon every point will be completed in full. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in another video or project update. Bye bye!